This is the Jeff Kai's Auto Sports Desk.
It's a new era of football for the Sidney Sabers. There's a new face in the dugout for the Rumble Ponies, and they're in the midst of a day-night doubleheader. This is the Sports Desk.
This preseason playbook is highlighting the Sidney Sabers.
It's a fresh start for the Sidney Sabers. They are beginning a new chapter for the program and looking to a familiar face to help them turn the page. 12 Sports' Michael Villegas takes us to Sidney to see the beginning of a new era of football for the Sabers in this edition of our preseason playbooks.
The Sidney Sabers haven't had a winning season since 2019, but they're hoping that changes as a new era of Sabers football begins. A former Saber himself, first-year head coach Craig Cerverizzo returns to Sidney and looks to use his 10 years of military service to instill a new culture on this year's team.
I learned a lot of my discipline and skills through the United States Navy, and I do try to incorporate them because they are important for young men to hear and do. Some of the things, right down to discipline, to the lockers looking the same, to the locker room being clean, to the ball bags being taken off the field. And these kids are doing really, really exceptional.
And the two pillars Coach Cerverizzo is building his program on?
Selflessness and accountability. They've excelled way past those.
It seems so. Senior captain Nicholas Hartwell speaks on how his new head coach has already made an impact.
His military keeps us in line more so, makes us accountable. You do something wrong, you're the one at fault. You don't blame it on whoever else.
Fellow senior and quarterback Dylan Easton is starting for his second year and knows what needs to change from years past in order to succeed.
We just need to keep our mentality strong throughout the whole season. You know, towards the end of the season, if it's rocky, people tend to lose their faith and hope, but we just got to keep it and stay strong.
So that could be a problem, but I don't foresee it with this team. We're way locked in all the time. Just people want to be here.
A new chapter of Saber football is underway, and the changes can already be felt.
Clean slate, new team, new year. Honestly, the way we've put effort in throughout these past few years are completely different than now.
We're opening up a new book. So really, it's what these kids develop the season into. My expectations aside, I've let them know that, this is an inaugural season for you guys. You're setting the tone for the future of Sidney Saber football. And they know it, and they feel it, and they're excited about it. They're excited to make a dent in Section 4.
The Sabers know that they have a tough hill to climb, but they're up for the challenge as they try to make that dent on September 20th as they host Lansing. In Delaware County, Michael Villegas, 12 Sports.
The Rumble Ponies are 8 out of the second half playoff spot with just 12 games to go. Binghamton, though, still in control of its own destiny. The team's final stretch of games are all against two of the teams that they are chasing in the standings. The Ponies are adding a new weapon to their rotation as well. The organization's number 10 overall prospect getting the call up to the team on the day off Tuesday yesterday. Jonah Tong, a right-handed starting pitcher with a 3 ERA and 146 strikeouts for the Brooklyn Cyclones. He makes his debut on Thursday night. Tong told the media before the team's Wednesday doubleheader with Somerset how excited he is to be a part of the club and how excited he is to work with the Ponies pitching coach, A.J. Sager.
Really excited to get to work with AJ. I mean, from everywhere you go in New York, they said he's the man. So really excited to see the development aspect because they do say the most learning happens in AA. So really excited to get, obviously, to meet all the coaching staff. But for sure, AJ is a guy I'm excited to meet.
As for that doubleheader, game one going on as we speak, Jalen Palmer, a home run in the second inning for the Ponies. That tied it at 3, but the Patriots put up 2 runs in the third, 2 runs in the fourth. They took the lead. Somerset remains up 6-4. That game is in the top of the 7th inning right now, but remember, they're only playing 7 innings as part of that doubleheader. And stay with us as we will be right back after the break with one more story.